to leave my mark on the world, make an amazing impact. Ever since I was 6 years old, this is what I wanted to do. This was what I was nurtured by my own mother to do. From 8 years old, I figured it would be with my stories. The very act of writing filled me with joy. During my 3rd year of college, I decided it would be through film. I would create films that would touch the heart and pierce the soul. So I graduated with my English degree, summa cum laude, and headed off to graduate school at NYU, where I would study the craft of screenwriting and film. Years of graduate school and working as a production assistant for pennies, I was on my way. A few years later, I met my husband in church, of all places. Yes, you really can meet your husband in church. I was still on track, though, taking those steps to become that writer-producer who would make her mark on society. Then I gave birth to my first baby boy. I became a mother and a new journey began, one filled with intense anxiety, frustrating tears, unspeakable joys, and 1,000 kisses from me to this plump little being who sucked up my energy daily. I had new meaning in my life, but I still wanted to make that mark on the world. I was determined. I couldn't physically be on the film set, but I could write. In those spare moments, after 3 months, I realized those moments were truly rare and spare. But I figured, add them all up and I'd have some time, right? The sleepless nights, the busy days, taking care of baby. Those days turned into weeks, that turned into months, that turned into me giving birth to a second child, along with a big move across country to Boulder. The busyness doubled, but I was still determined to work towards my goal, leaving that mark. In the meantime, I was hanging out with my 2 babies, taking them to library story time, crawling through plastic playground tunnels, nursing boo-boos, giving 1,000 more hugs and kisses. Then my 3rd son was born. Now I had 3 boys under 6 years old to care for. Indeed, exhaustion was my constant companion. It set in daily, and that dream to make an impact on the world started to wane. With the constant picking up of Cheerios on the floor, messy potty training incidents, and piles of laundry waiting for me, I barely had time to write a sentence. Other women my age were becoming presidents of corporations, prolific authors, notable statesmen, pioneering experts in their fields, while I continued to busy myself with spilled milk and soiled diapers. Yet I refused to lose hope. If it was only a page a day, I would write. Because look out, world. Here I come. I am going to leave my mark. Right. In about 15 years, maybe. When the last kid departs from my house because there are school pickups and soccer practices and swimming lessons and birthday parties and school playground duty and dance-a-thon fundraisers and doctor's appointments and play dates and homework, I wasn't leaving my mark on this world anytime soon. Then one day, several months ago, my 6-year-old ran into my bedroom, interrupting a really good writing session. His brothers hot on his heels. Huge grins covered their faces, each eager to share. The 6-year-old, Mom, I'm going to build a big rocket ship that holds people and animals and lets them travel to space and back like a big commuter train. The 8-year-old, Mom, I'm thinking I could create a train route that would get us from Boulder to downtown Denver and then on to New Mexico. The 3-year-old, Mom, I'm going to build a road. One where babies and kids can walk without crossing any streets. Just use sidewalks so they can be safe. And I nodded and smiled and said, great, like I always do. Because their ideas are always flowing and their enthusiasm is truly infectious and ever passionate. These little guys and their ideas. And that's when it hit me. I have made my mark on the world. I'm still making my mark through the nurturing of these 3 boys whom I adore and love. And who knows? That Oscar-winning film may still happen to me. But the greatest, most meaningful impact I can leave on this world, Noah, Reese, Owen. There will be traces of me woven into their characters, their integrity, and their ambitions. My stamp will be in them as they leave their stamp on the world. Thank you.